Elliott O'Donnell, a name synonymous with ghost stories, hauntings, and the supernatural. Born in 1872, he spent his life chronicling eerie encounters, claiming to have seen his first ghost at just 5 years old. He even recounted being strangled by a phantom in Dublin, though fortunately it left no lasting damage. A storyteller by nature, O'Donnell carved a name for himself in the world of supernatural literature, becoming a respected, if somewhat controversial, figure in the field. But while O'Donnell is best remembered for his ghostly tales, he also dabbled in dark fiction. And that brings us to The Sorcery Club, a novel that blends the occult with a sharp critique of human nature. At its heart, the Sorcery Club follows three struggling men burdened by poverty, crushed under the weight of an unforgiving world. These are not villains, nor are they particularly virtuous. They are simply desperate. And in their desperation, they turn to something beyond the material world: sorcery. When they stumble upon forbidden knowledge, their fortunes change dramatically. Magic becomes their tool, their power, their weapon. At first we root for them. We understand their plight. We see their struggle, their hunger for a better life. And we want them to succeed. O'Donnell does an excellent job for making them sympathetic, allowing us to feel the weight of their hardship. But here is where the story takes a turn. As their hunger for wealth and control deepens, their moral compass begins to shatter. At first, their magical endeavours seem harmless, even justifiable. They use their newfound abilities to secure a better future, to rise above those who have looked down upon them. But power is an intoxicating force, and once they have tasted it, they want more and more and more. We begin to see their choices shift, their priorities warp. What was once a pursuit of stability becomes a ruthless hunger for domination. Greed overtakes them, and with greed comes corruption. The characters we once saw as underdogs transform before our eyes into something far more dangerous. The beauty of O'Donnell's writing is that it forces us to confront an uncomfortable truth. There is no clear hero or villain here. These men were not born wicked, yet power twists them into something unrecognizable. And as their corruption grows, so does our unease. Can we still sympathize with them? Do we want them to succeed? Or do we fear what they will become? This is where the Sorcery Club stands as a greater piece of literature. If not merely an occult thriller, it's a study of human nature. It serves as a reminder that the line between victim and oppressor is thinner than we like to believe. That power does not inherently corrupt, but it does reveal the true nature of those who wield it. The world is rarely black and white. It exists in shades of grey, and O'Donnell paints them vividly. Beyond the supernatural elements, the novel reflects on a broader societal themes. Poverty is a powerful force, one that drives people to extreme measures. An opportunity arises, especially one that promises a way out of suffering. Who wouldn't take it? But at what cost? This is the moral struggle at the heart of the Sorcery Club. It asks us, where do we draw the line? At what point does survival become selfishness? At what point does ambition become exploitation? And more importantly, if placed in the same situation, would we fare any better? The Sorcery Club isn't just an occult thriller, it's a cautionary tale, a mirror held up to human ambition, showing us what we might become if we let power consume us. Would you dare open the book? Before we bow out, I'd like to shed a light on a more modern take on the occult with Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix, a spellbinding tale of power and rebellion. Grady Hendrix masterfully weaves witchcraft, pregnancy, and the suffocating weight of forced adulthood in Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. A gripping blend of horror and historical fiction. Set In the oppressive Wellwood home in 1970, the novel follows Fern and a group of wayward girls, teenagers cast aside by society for getting pregnant out of wedlock. Stripped of autonomy and forced into silence, their world is bleak, until an occult book falls into their hands, offering them a form of power they've never known. One of the novel's greatest strengths is how it takes time with its central characters, allowing their fears, hopes, and struggles to unfold naturally. Fern's perspective is particularly compelling. Her uncertainty about her place in the world, her shifting relationships with the other girls, and her slowing realization of the power within her all adds layers of tension that ebb and flow masterfully. Hendrix balances supernatural horror with real world oppression, making for a story that is both haunting and deeply affecting. Dark, intense, and ultimately powerful, Witchcraft for Wayward Girls is a chilling reminder that sometimes the only way to fight back is to embrace the forces others fear. A must read for those who love their horror laced with history, feminism, and just the right amount of blood. A haunting tale of power, control, and rebellion. Witchcraft for Wayward Girls casts a spell that lingers long after the final page. Until next time, keep your wits sharp and your books close, because you never know what knowledge might come with a price.